My first day on the job was November 1st, and it so happened that the Department of Business and Economic Development brought a delegation of about 250 small to medium-sized companies from China to Maryland. And they were exploring the opportunities of establishing themselves in Maryland, opening branch operations, manufacturing, and so forth, and starting businesses. And they visited the campus. And 2 or 3 of them have now expressed real interest in establishing themselves in our University of Maryland Business Incubator. This was followed up shortly thereafter by an invitation to have lunch with the President of China in mid-January when he came to the United States. And this was a lunch hosted by Secretary of State Clinton. And that's where the seeds of my going back to China were, first planted. And it was followed up then by an invitation from the governor to join his trade delegation in June. We have extensive connections in terms of education and research and student exchanges. I want the governor to see that, and for the governor to see how we can contribute, the University of Maryland can contribute to his economic development and trade objectives of his travel to China. I think he was very pleasantly surprised to see the vast connections that we have in China going back many years. That, for example, in Jiangsu province, which is one of the largest provinces of China, with the second highest gross domestic product, that we have educated, trained some 1,500 mid-level to senior level government officials. Student exchanges in terms of sending more undergraduate and graduate students to study abroad, to do research projects there, service learning, send the Terps to have athletic competition in China, so that the University of Maryland, which is already highly regarded and is a very well recognized brand in China, will be recognized on a mass scale, not just in academic and governmental circles. Well, I've been to China a number of times since I was born there, although I left at a fairly young age. But it's different going back as the president of a major public research university in the United States as opposed to going back there as a private citizen. And consequently, of course, people in China know about my background, know the fact that I'm the president of a university that they hold in high esteem. And consequently, there was a lot of interest. China has, I think, 5 research and development parks outside of China, and the only one in the United States is at the University of Maryland. So we signed agreements with about 4 new startup companies to come and establish their R&D operations in Maryland. In addition to the ones we already have, that makes Chinese companies the largest group of companies from abroad to be at the International Business Incubator of our university. I think all the great universities of the 21st century will be globally networked universities. The best talent in terms of faculty and staff and students are going to move across national boundaries. And located where we are, 30 minutes from the nation's capital, will necessarily be very, very attractive to scholars, students, researchers from around the world to come to College Park.